Week 3, Wisconsin versus Georgia Southern. Another slow start for the Badgers, but they come out strong in the second half and put it away. Is it the execution, or is it the X's and O's that are causing our slow start? Is it the X's and O's or the Jimmies and Joes? That's what we're going to figure out here going in. And here we go. First and 10 in a 3-by-1 nub formation with the tight end. Three receivers to the strong side. Motion the back over. Outside zone with Chez Mellusi on play one. So Chez Mellusi gets the start. Braylon Allen, as I suspected from the Washington State game, he was dinged up in the Buffalo game. Wasn't sure if he was going to be able to go this week, and you can see when he gets his carries early in the game, he is not 100%. But outside zone, not bad. Good downhill flow by Georgia Southern. Okay, I think the issue we have here is Jack Nelson should have been climbing. He slips on that hook block. Could have picked up number 5, and that's why we didn't spring this one here. A little mid outside zone action. Okay, 3-by-1 motioning Pauling across 2-by-2. Power lead. Stop at the point of attack. Furtney gets stood up. Hubert doesn't do a very good job here of digging out this defensive end. He needs to be aiming a little bit lower so he can't get wrong armed like this. This is good technique from that defensive end. Okay, I'd like to see also Chez be able to bounce this on this little counter action, cutting back against the grain. You're cutting away from where your blocks are being set up. 3rd and 8. Third down was a struggle today against Georgia Southern. Okay, we get a look. We're going to get check out, changing the back alignment. 2-by-2. Let's see what we get. Okay, war converts. And sack. Where'd the pressure come from? And Georgia Southern is showing 4 wide. Or 4 weak, excuse me. Flip the back over to try to get an extra man over there. And yeah, I think what we end up really getting there, Tanner does a pretty good job climbing the pocket, but the defensive lineman that Huber's blocking here actually gets a lucky little spinning back around and puts his back into him. Would we have liked to see the have to break off out of the route that early? Yes, but let's see. Okay, let's look at the route real quick. See if anything could have been there with this kind of pressure look. And the defense is basically playing at the sticks. This is hard for everybody. But you're keeping the extra back in. All right, they're running all curls. Nothing there. All right, disappointing first drive. Let's see the pass protection break. He wants to climb, and again, he makes the right decision. And just that defensive tackle right here is able to spin and put his back into Huber. Unlucky break. Second drive, starting 2-by-2. Offset to the tight end on the 24-yard line. Hey, Braylon's in the game for the first time. A nice job of Tanner keeping his eyes downfield. Okay, so what we're going to get here is we're going to get verts with a deep curl. And we're not seeing anything. Braylon sneaks out late, but that's into the face of the pressure. It's actually a nice job. But again, working backfield, good job of DK to come back downhill and find a spot on the sideline on the comeback. Nice throw. It's a really nice throw. Okay, one more time. Falling away. Great throw. Okay, 1st and 10. 2x2 orbit motion. Going to work the crosser wheel. Okay, I really like this route setup here. So we're going to get Ashcraft on the crosser here behind the linebacker. Braylon's going to be going up the wheel like we talked about last week. Trying to see a little more diversity in his route selection this week. We saw in the previous play he had a check flat. Here's when we're on the wheel. And we got Pauling up the bubble. But we get a penalty. I believe it was a holding. No, sorry. This is Jack Nelson being too worried about these two wide rushers here, and he sets himself in the illegal formation. Just kills it. So nice, quick footwork. Okay, I'm liking this game. Tanner's footwork is a lot more Longo-esque, I would say. Okay, this is more the quick one-step footwork, but he's staying a lot more square until it gets sets up for the throw. Great throw, missed opportunity, a stupid penalty. Okay, turns a guaranteed first down into 1st and 15. Okay, so this is a variation on stick draw. Normally, you see stick draw run where they're running some form of stick concept out here, reading this overhang defender, and then running a draw action inside with the running back. Sometimes you'll get a lead from the backside guard. Otherwise, it's just straight fan protection, and then running back stick it inside. Variation here is they run it with a little shovel pass. And I actually really like this. Little turn on quick, get the ball in space. Not really space up the middle, but you know what I'm trying to say. Okay, O-line, good job sticking with the blocks. Okay, so he's reading this overhang. He widens, shoveling inside, high percentage. Okay, smart little play. I like that. Okay, 2nd and 11. Picked up 4 yards, 3x1 offset weak. Okay, here we come with the spot wheel. And just a little bit long. Just a little bit long. I think he wanted it a little bit earlier, and he was trying to read leverage out here, and he waited just a little bit too long. I think he wants this one back because he throws it about 6 inches too wide. Okay, routes again. We got Pauling on the little stay route, crosser. And he's going to go sit down. Ashcraft on the wheel, and DK is running the post to clear out. Backside, hitch. And that's going to be a pre-snap going back outlet. Missed opportunity. That was a good play call and a good route. Just couldn't get it out there. Okay, running mesh. Okay, 3x1. Okay, so are they running? I think this is a variation what they ran last week, or excuse me, against Buffalo. But against Buffalo, they ran dagger, so they ran dig seam. This time they're just running seam go with the mesh underneath here. And I think what he's going to be looking for is he wants DK coming across the field, and it was set up perfectly. But pressure, little twist inside. Malman again. Malman gets beat here by the twist, excuse me. His D tackle sliding out. He's got his eyes too much outside, and he thinks he's getting help inside from Furtney. Furtney probably thinks that he's getting help outside, and neither will block him. Nice job of Tanner to make something out of nothing. 4th and 7. Little stutter go. Takes a shot. I like this shot this time of the game. So we got curl stutter, maybe a little bit of a hand check here, right there. This just disrupts his rhythm a little bit. That's good defense. Okay, get the feet in the ground. It's not a bad spot. That's an okay shot to take. Got the coverage we wanted. Just need a little bit better ball. Okay. Still no points. Coming back, third drive. 2x2, motion to 3x1. We're gonna get the weed. Oh, we're setting up for a bubble here. I like that. Skylar Bell, nice acceleration. So motioning across. Gonna step inside. Kick out. Nickel defender. And nice burst by Will Pauling. Again, we're trying to get an easy completion here. Okay, try to start some rhythm. Okay, 2nd and 2. These are the second down situations we'd like to be in. We got a lot of options on 2nd and 2. Okay, so we got inside power lead, but we're going to throw an access throw outside out here. So he's pre-snap. He's reading leverage. If he likes what he sees, we're just going to get a little turnout. Excuse me, a little hitch. And just step back, let the back clear. Boom, ball. Easy. So what we're trying with these access throws, what we're trying to do is we're trying to increase the percentages of a positive play, of an efficient play. Yes, we could hand it off inside. If we just look here, let's look at the blocking. Would we have gained yards on this? Could be. Very, very good. We got everybody blocked up here pretty good. Ches bounces this. He's in a one-on-one situation here with this nickel safety. Or we throw a high, so call this 50-50. Or we throw a 90% chance of success ball out here to CJ. Same amount of yards, higher percentage of outcome. That's what these type of plays add to the offense. First down. Okay, Tanner's starting out strong here. 4 for 6. Hit a little bit of a lull here in a little bit. Nice called design QB draw. Okay, so they have a bubble set up here, so this is a package play. So he's just reading leverage. I mean, his first option is probably going to be out here, but we got 4 over 3. Maybe with this guy's inside, and we've got 5 on 5. We want to call it this. This guy's going to widen here with the bubble anyways. It's an easy decision from Mordecai. Boom, step it up inside. Nice job of Hubert and of Trey Wedding getting upfield. They're uncovered. So a little bit of a poke, get up, climb, get a hat in a hat. I think Trey Wedding had a really good game. I really wish he could play tackle. He's just that big, massive body who has pretty decent athletic ability, but for some reason he can't stick a tackle. Anyways, get to 2nd and 4. 2x2 motion. We're a little bit of condensed formation. Okay. Get the split flow action from the motion. Inside zone. Nice little bounce out. Bending it back by Ches Malusi. Okay, good job by Jack Nelson climbing to the 2nd level there. Okay, he is a hell of a run blocker. As much as I bitch at him in the last game for his pass blocking ability, he is a good run blocker. Okay, nice little block out there by DK as well. All right, we're moving. So 1st and 10, 3x1 offset weak with the wing. GT power, access throw outside to DK. Again, we got the leverage. We take the leverage in the free yards. Was it set up inside? Possibly. Counter GT. Okay. Hat for a hat there. Probably a hat for a hat there. Maybe a hat. Sure. It could be there. Or we take the free yards. The free yards. I'm going to take the free yards every single time. Okay, another first down. We're moving. Okay. So here we go. First and 10. Play action. Deep curl. Nice ball. Route distribution at the top of the screen. Let's take a look at it. Got the curl from the number 2 receiver. We got CJ clearing out. But nice job sitting in space. Good quick feet by Tanner. See it one more time. Let's look at his footwork. Play action. 2-3. Redirect. Upfield. Nice throw. Okay, moving on. First and 10 again. We're on the cusp of the red zone. 2x2. Outside zone. One guy. And I think this might be one that Tanner might want back, because I think he might, later in the game, he sees this, he probably keeps it based on him. This guy here is just coming screaming. He's coming downhill from the third level. That's technically, if we want to be technical, that's Malman's guy, but his late coming down makes it difficult for him to peel back. So he's got full head of steam coming through, clips his shoelace, and we get caught. Okay, second and 7. 2x2. Flip the back. Okay, so we're running stick. Go fashion. Air raid wing or air raid Y stick. H stick may be in their system. Got the fade. Got the stick route from the number 2, the tight end. And we're reading number 7. Number 7 can't be right. Okay, he's the conflict defender. Got a guy one side or the other. Quick, get rid of the ball outside. Good acceleration from Ches. And nice quick look backside real quick, come back. Okay, so we got levels in on the backside. I think he's looking levels over on this side just based by spacing. But good job coming back the other way. Yeah, I think in a perfect world we want to flip that formation, run that same play, go in the other direction. All right, first and goal from the 7. Bunch formation. Got that little burst release. So we've got CJ on the sit route. We got Hayden Rucci on the corner or the wheel, and then Skylar Bell on the little delay flat. High percentage. Getting down to the 2-yard line. Second and goal. Come out in an overload formation. Gonna motion out of it. Condense 3x1 with the nub. Jet motion, a lot of window dressing. Okay, stick the nose down and drive. Good power. More hats in the box than we had to block. But not bad. Okay, good push. Okay, third and goal. 2x2 with the double tight, so we are in 31 personnel. I like that. Bringing JT Seagraves in motion. He lays out. No, that's not the one he lays out. Gets a nice little cutback block or split flow block here. Here's Tanner Mordecai just being an athlete. And another bad snap by Tanner Bortolini. When is Renfro going to be back? But nice job being athletic and turning a potential disaster into 6. So we're on the board. But Southern came back and just drove downfield quickly and scored, killing any momentum that we might have had. But we persevere. Okay, we missed first down. Second 10. 2x2. Okay, quick ball out. Okay, again, this is showing that Chet or that Braylon is not 100% here. Okay, he gets the ball in space. He tries to plant his foot, and he just has no burst. He needs an extra step to get settled and get vertical. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 steps, and he can't get going upfield. He's hurting. Okay, he was dinged up after Buffalo. He admitted it. That's why he played so poorly against Washington State. Why he didn't get the touches that he wanted. He was battling injury during practice this week. Didn't know if he was going to go, and this shows it. Third and 9. 3x1. Checking at the line. Okay. And Tanner sees. Okay, so Tanner's got his eyes up here. He's changed the protection. Now he's bringing in the back as the extra defender. Okay. Out here, these three defenders here, they're showing this wide look here. Okay. When we see this, offensive line is in charge of here. Okay. Jack Nelson has first wide. Joe Huber has second wide. Hubie has third. What kills it is right here. He does a sneaky little job standing behind the umpire here. But this is Braylon all day. And we're already in trouble because Braylon's got his eyes outside. Braylon has to have his eyes inside. He is looking for somebody coming in the A to B gap. Okay, but he has to be working inside out. And what he's doing here is he's helping outside and allowing a free release inside. Okay, this is 100% on Braylon. Eyes in the wrong spot. Could this be him trying to preserve his body? Okay, I don't know. Probably not. But nothing he can do there. Now, Tanner trying to make something out of nothing, throwing the ball in a spot where only his guy can get it. But it's nothing you can do. This is a breakdown in protection on the running back. Plain and simple. Okay, next drive. 1st and 10. Okay. We look here. That's a slow snap. Okay, how are we doing blocking scheme wise? Okay. So I think we have a little bit of an issue here where is that Rucci? Yeah, Rucci stumbles out when he's coming down in his down block. He should be climbing the 9. And 9 makes the tackle. Good play design, bad execution. Okay. Huber gets out there, logs out, number 0. But nothing we do about somebody falling down. Okay, 2nd and 7, 3x1. Gonna show a bubble crosser or a little curl. Nice hard throw. Okay, set the feet in the ground. That's a good throw inside to Pauling. What we see on the replay, which I don't have here, is that 15 may have gotten his hand in there a little bit early. Okay, good throw, good route, better defense. That's all you can say about that. 3rd and 7. 3rd and mid to long again. 3x1. Okay, so with this throw here, I think Tanner was expecting this route to be a lot crisper. The angle that he's throwing the ball, I think he's expecting the break here See if I can stop it at the right spot. He's expecting the break, but he's expecting the break sharper to the sideline, coming down the first down line marker and coming downhill. Okay, why downhill? Because it creates separation. I think we have Bryson runs this route way too curled out. He needs to be flatter, essentially down the first down line. And he kind of drifts. See, he's not even if he's speed cutting this and rounding this corner, he's still drifting. He's drifting towards the 40-yard line. Okay? If this is a 10-yard route, he's curling, he's going to be flattening out here at the 38-yard line. He's drifting to the 40 here. And that allows this linebacker to drift underneath and almost pick it off. That could have been a disaster. All right, here we go. 1st and 10 again. Okay, Pauling starts in the backfield here. Motioning out, giving a little bit of window dressing. Defense doesn't really do anything. Okay, 7 wides a little bit. Again, here's Braylon without his burst, without his power. Again, look at this. You expect Braylon Allen to duck his shoulder and put a hip into a guy? Not when he's healthy. How we do blocking wise? Okay, GT, they came flying off the edge. Hey, this guy has his nose down the entire time. Furtney, yeah. Not much Furtney could do there with that kind of angle. But because Braylon has no burst to cut it back, there's nothing that can be made of it. 2nd and 9, condensed formation, coming back again with another power H lead or a tight end lead. Again, step in. Braylon is tentative. He has no burst. Okay, I know why he's getting these reps. Part of it is to see, if he can push through it. But also this is kind of like, I told you so. I told you you didn't have the burst. I told you you don't have the power. Okay? Not good. 3rd and 7. 3rd and mid to long again. Okay, condensed 3 by 1. Then run mesh or shallow cross, from tight end. Rucci catches this cleanly. Okay, I think we gained another 5-10 yards. A little bit out in front of him. Okay, good job concentrating. But I'd like to see us catching that a little bit cleaner. But we catch it. 1st and 10. Motioning in. Lead. Okay, so this one hits here. Because Braylon is basically just running straight forward. Okay, he's not cutting here. He's not working wide and then bursting inside. He's just taking kind of a casual line to the ball, to the gap. And that's not a bad idea. If you can't cut, then don't cut. If you can run straight forward, go straight forward. Gain some momentum. Okay? Be able to drag somebody a little bit. All right, that's good. Okay. 2nd and 10. Or 2nd and 2. Outside zone. Okay. Little kind of a gradual cut here. Okay, not bad. Okay, again. And this is again something that they build off of later. These guys are just coming screaming off the edge. And I think this is where we set up later where he's going to keep it. And I think the blocks are set up really well, actually. It's just that unaccounted for guy coming from the backside. Okay. 1st and 10, though. Yeah, I think we've got a miscommunication here. I think Braylon either felt that it was a key or felt that he kept it, or this was play action and Tanner didn't real. I don't think it can't be that. Tanner's not that dumb. Okay, this is on Braylon. For some reason, he didn't feel. He's not expecting to have the ball at all. So again, nice job by Tanner here to not panic. He's got his eyes front side here, but he's got nothing out here. Is this some variation of? This is not an. I don't think this is inverted veer. I don't know. Maybe. Maybe this is design read. Maybe. I don't know. I don't like Braylon's demeanor after this, though, so I don't think so. But we gain yards. Okay, second down. Okay. 2nd and 4 in 2x2. Again, we got the curl crosser. We want to call it from Ashcraft. This is there. Ball right there, right behind the umpire's ear. But we get hands up and we knock the ball down. And this is on the offensive line. Okay, got to keep those hands down. Both the nose tackle and the D tackle get their hands up. Okay. 3rd and 4. Makeable territory. Okay, this might be Tanner trying a little bit too hard. But we're running the sit. We've got the bubble, and then we get a curl on the outside. Coming back across the body. I don't like that. I also had 2 receivers in the same area. I think DK kind of maybe read the scramble rules wrong a little bit here and try to come back a little bit too much. But throwing back across your body, that's a tough throw, and it gets knocked down again. Okay, and they punt it. So, start of the third quarter. Let's see if we can get through the whole game here in one go. Okay. Ches comes out. Working outside zone. Nice burst. Okay. Where's 29 coming from? 29's the free safety. Again, we've got to get past the line of scrimmage a little quicker because we can't be expecting our offensive linemen to track down safeties coming from the 3rd level. Again, that's good play. Okay, 2nd and 6. Play action. Standing tall in the pocket. Again, tipped. And these are just guys sitting in the middle of the field, not rushing. You got to punish them. And that was there on the deep curl from Bryson. Nice job sitting down. That's there. Frustrating. 3rd and 6. 2x2. Okay, I don't think this is designed. QB draw. But he takes off right away. I think this is a package play here. When number 1 widens, he decides he wants to go. Okay, again, gutsy call on 3rd and 6, but the mid-range passing game hasn't been working so much at this point. So a draw is a safe bet to get yards. Okay. 4th and 1, going for it on their own 34-yard line. I love the call. If we get the damn formation right. Okay. Now, when you watch the broadcast, they're saying one of these two guys are supposed to be on the line, which might be true. But when they motioned across, Ashcraft looked over and saw Rucci there. So they both know that the other one is there standing next to him. So what I think what we're supposed to see is we were supposed to see Pauling here, the slot receiver, to be more up on the line. I think what he's trying to do here is to kind of mask how close he is to the line, to maybe get this guy here in conflict of, is he going to be an eligible receiver? I think that's what they're trying to do. And I think there was a miscommunication in the formation. Because he's looking in. He sees here. And he should see here. And these two looked at each other. Okay? So I think some over here, I think Pauling is supposed to be on the line. And we get the right call. And it's brought back. And then we have to punt. Okay. So we have to punt. Georgia Southern goes down and scores. And this is where we turn it around. This next drive is all about play sequencing and how plays work off of each other. And tempo added to that sequencing can really help our offense. And I did a one-shot video on this series before. We're going to go through it again. This is what the air raid can look like if done correctly. This isn't even an air raid concept. This is what the modern spread offense added to the run game can do to a defense. It can put them in constant states of conflict. All right. So, 1st and 10, condensed 2x2. We're going to get a motion across, split flow. That holds number 0 and allows Braylon to get a burst upfield. Now, I'm going to say this about Braylon in the second half. I don't know if they can give college kids cortisone injections or heavy duty painkillers or whatever, but he got his burst back. 6-foot drive. We have not seen that so far in this game. We haven't seen this since Buffalo. Okay, so whatever he did at halftime worked. 2nd down, 3x1. Okay, now I love the little bluff lead to the flat. Again, that holds this linebacker in a state of conflict. And why is that important? Because he's the linebacker in charge of flowing from the backside and getting the cutback. And because he's not there, Braylon is allowed to burst. And again, he's showing burst. He's showing fluidity in his hips. That's the Braylon that we expect. Okay, we catch him in a great call. Nice cut. Driving. But it's that little delay flat on the top of the screen is that what really bursts this. Because otherwise, 7 is going to be allowed to flow to the top. And he could be right there. Now, I think with the burst that Braylon has, he still gains yards. But he doesn't turn it into 30. Okay, here we go. Now we're moving 3x1. Okay, access throw. Tanner wants this one back. Likes the leverage. Okay, got too slot arm. Got his feet too wide. Okay, try to get rid of it too quickly. That was there. Bryson's frustrated. I can understand that. But come back out. 3x1. Favorite play of the day. Outside zone. RPO. Okay, pre-snap, we're looking at leverage. Okay, we've got 3/3. So this is okay. That means the read's still there. Okay, we find our conflict defender. It's going to be this guy out here because they're going to, I'm sorry, this is going to be this line, but this is a linebacker. He's going to be coming off the edge. It's this nickel safety who's sitting inside who's going to end up being the conflict defender. Okay, so on the snap, okay, Tanner, eyes out, easy. As soon as he saw 7 coming downhill, he knew he had 2/2. And then he had the, or 3 over 2 if you want to include the receiver. But nice, quick, get the ball out in space. Let Pauling do what he does. And we are in business. Really nice job. Blocking up front is there too. Okay, it would have been a nice cut up the hash mark. But again, it's all about taking the free yards, getting it out in space. Nice job of Hayden Rucci out there finishing his block as well. Okay, now 1st and goal at this 4. Okay, condensed 3-by-1. Get the little zipper motion. I'm going to love what that's going to set up later. But all eyes on him. Creates the cutback. And again, Braylon has his burst. He didn't have this burst earlier. He didn't have this burst against Washington. Cut, drive, getting his feet going upfield. There we go. That's it. That was a fantastic drive. All built off of giving similar looks, but keeping those conflict defenders in a state where whatever they do is wrong. Okay. Forcing another turnover. We get the ball back. Open 2-by-2. Good motion. Lead GT or tight end guard. Again, really nice job by Ches. I think Ches had a really good game. He's been solid all season, but good feet keeping the shoulders square. And then once the gap materializes, plants the outside foot, drives upfield. Really good. Okay, motioning to 3-by-1. Access throw. Oh, Chimray wants this one back. A little high, I'll admit, but he's throwing it high to get it over this blitzing corner. And I think that momentary losing sight of the ball is what causes the ball to get to Chimray's hands a little bit quickly. He's not quite ready. Okay, but that access throw was there. But regardless, we're in 2nd and 2. Quick getting the ball outside. Okay, 2-by-2. Risk running fade out. Running it, mirroring it, both sides of the field. Okay. It's either we're either reading leverage or reading easiest throw. And that's just, I think he's got the leverage. And we're also looking here. We look on the outside. We got the nickel. His eyes are a little bit outside. So he's a little bit late in his reaction coming back on the out. 1st and 10. 3-by-1. Open. Play action. Access throw. Is this play action or is this an access? That's access. And he knew it right away. Didn't even stick it in the running back gut. And nice strong hands by Chimray Dike out there. Okay, now we're cooking. At one point here, let's just keep watching Tanner's yards and completions come up. He was at 10 for 20. After we had those series of knockdown passes. Okay, open 2-by-2 motion. Lead. Nice stutter step. Okay. Rucci's got to be a little bit more square. You got to be working the inside shoulder of that linebacker, not the outside. It's kind of hard to do when you're coming in motion like that. You want to kick out more than you want to lead, but still. Okay, still 1st down though. Orbit motion. Okay, we're going to get the curl, wheel, bubble, and then outside releases on the outside. I think we have the post out here and a fade here. Okay, and this is what happens when you have a dynamic athlete at quarterback who's smart. Okay, looking at the motion, he knows we got man. Okay, nothing on the backside. I think he was looking. He wanted to try to get the ball out here to DK. I think that was his initial look. But you saw all that open space. Just take off. Take what they give you. Okay, and that's a confidence booster. that really is what propels Tanner for the rest of this game. Really good job. Nice feet in the pocket, and he is quick. Great job. Okay, now we've got the lead, and we're not going to give it up. 1st and 10, open 2x2. A little bit slow on the snap again, but again, here's Braylon with the burst and the balance. Again, we didn't see this in the first half. This is a different player. Drive. Okay, nice cut to get outfield. Nice cut to get outside. Okay, he's cooking now. He's feeling good. Or he's using the pain, whatever you want to call it. We have not seen this Braylon since the Buffalo game. Okay, here we go again. Again, balance, quickness in his cuts, being able to stay square, bouncing off people. I'm liking this. Okay, and again, patience, balance, burst. Okay, they do a decent job bottling this up, but he's able to square up the defender and burst inside of him instead of hesitating like we saw earlier. Okay, when Braylon's running like this, there's not an OC in the world who wouldn't want it to hand it to him on every play. Okay, come back, get him a little bit of a break. Here comes Ches, get the GT. Okay, he's probably screaming at Jack Nelson to get on his horse here, but again, good patience, sitting behind the block, following it upfield. Another solid gain. And now Georgia Southern's starting to get tired. Nice down block by Trey Wedding on that play. Open 2x2. Okay, changing up the call. It's a great thing about having the OC on the sideline, him calling the plays himself, is he's in direct communication with the quarterback. Okay. So what are we running here? We run stick again. Let's see what we got. And kind of running a sit flat, and we're running a curl on the outside. Okay, so they're still trying to put this defender basically in conflict, and when he comes, yeah, double curls, get the ball in the flat quickly. Those high hands created the ball getting a little bit wide. I think Tanner, obviously having 3 passes batted down by this point, not throw, but good job staying tall in the pocket and getting hit, but delivering a ball. 3rd and 1. Okay, motioning to the compressed. I like this little double lead counter inside zone that they were running. So we're getting down blocks by the whole O-line, and then we're getting the leads from the tight ends. I really like that. Adds a different dynamic because, again, you get more quickness because you would hope your tight ends are faster than your offensive linemen. But again, good push, good burst. 2x2. Power G. Okay, not bad. Okay, Ashcraft kind of loses his guy inside. Got to get his inside hand more up. But there's Braylon. Again, this Braylon wasn't there earlier. Balance, burst, and drive. See? What a difference a halftime break makes. That's something in those orange slices that they get in the locker room. 3x1, offset weak. Okay, RPO. Or read, whatever you want to call this. Read 18. Screaming down the edge. Okay, he could keep it here. He's like, yeah, I ain't going to take any punishment. Dump it out there to the tight end. Let the big kid make some yards. Okay, use that big body. Good. Reading 18. Crashes down the line. Pull it out. Flip it out. Easy yards. Okay, 2x2. Offset to the field. Motion. Split flow. Okay, and again. So we've got, I love this. We got the motion and we're going split flows. It's basically the same play we just had on the last play, but we're adding the motion of the slot receiver to add a little more window dressing. Okay, give us the coverage by the motion. Dump it out there. Easy. Okay, here we go. In the 2x2 with the extra tight ends. Okay. I like seeing Seagraves getting in the game a little bit more. So 13 personnel. Hat for hat, Breland walks in. Okay, I like this. Again, getting a little bit more variation with the formations this week. Personnel is getting a little bit different. Okay, and we're taking over when we need to. That was a hell of a third quarter. Okay, fourth quarter. 2x2. Orbit motion. Okay, so we're running outside zone read. I believe. Yep, outside zone. He probably wants to keep that one going forward. Again, 90's coming screaming downhill. Yeah, he realizes it. 90's the one who makes the tackle. Okay, but that sets up what we do in a little bit here. Okay, 3x1, offset weak. Motion, split flow. Okay, Ches does a good job bouncing it outside. Jack Nelson does a good job of holding right here and causing this nice little gain to be pushed back. Moving on, second and 16. Okay, strike to Hayden Rucci. That is a hell of a throw. Again, seen this play a lot today. We're running the crosser curl. He's reading leverage. We're sending the tight or sending the running back up the seam. We got the motion man in the flat or in the bubble, excuse me. Wide receiver's running a post. Quick three, setup, fires a strike down the middle. Get that big boy running. Nice job. We're moving. Okay, access throw. Out to CJ. Okay. Power lead again. Access throw is there. We read the leverage. Got the corner blitz. Throwing the ball. Somebody in his face, letting the athlete make plays. Okay, we're moving. 3x1. Motioning across the 2x2. Outside zone. Pull it. Keep it. Keep the access throw out there. And again, let the guys who are paid to use their feet use their feet. Good keep. Good read. Reading out here. Crashes. Keeps it. Sees them coming downhill. Nope. Flip it out there. Let Skylar Bell do the work. Love it. Watching it again. I love it. Easy. Okay, GT this time. Athleticism by Ches. A little bit slow. Coming from the backside. Showing the power though. Wettig. Okay, Malman's got to get through there a little bit quicker too. But when you got great athletes at running back, sometimes it doesn't even matter. 2nd and 2. At the 10-yard line, 2x2. Condense. Check it on the line based on what we see. Split flow. A little bit of a turf monster there. I think what we're seeing here, Yeah, so we're seeing coverage, motion across, clear some space outside. Great job getting downfield by the lineman here. Okay, haven't talked much about the lineman today. Let's look at this. Okay, again, is that Trey Wedding? Yep, Trey Wedding is looking good. It's really going to be interesting when, and that's actually not bad by Malm to get upfield. Can't stick with this guy, but it's going to be really interesting to see when Renfro comes back how that changes things inside, because obviously Bortolini is still going to start on the O line. That's a hell of a block there. He deserves to start, but does Furtney come out? Does Huber come out? Do they both come out and Wedding comes into the starting lineup? It'll be really interesting to see. I think we're going to see Renfro back for the Purdue game. But nice job. Okay, down to the 1 yard line. Okay, got the two tight end personnel again. And again, get the counter, get the down blocks on the offensive line, get the lead blocks from the tight ends. Walk into the end zone. I'm not necessarily walk in, but easy. Okay. Getting into the end of the game here, got the backups in. Okay, I think we pretty much have the entire second unit in. So we've got, let's see if we can get a better shot next time. We've got Jackson Aker taking the handoff from Braden Locke. Okay, so we're in the two tight end look here. Seagraves and Ashcraft are in split flow. Access throw out to Hawken Anderson. And I like that little turnaround access throw. Like that. Good job. 1st and 10. Same personnel. Split flow. Ecker showing some good power here. Okay, I like this, that they're not just essentially taking a knee. We're actually trying to run a little bit here, get these young guys a chance to get some reps. Okay, 3-by-1, offset weak, outside zone. Kind of spying this access throw out here. I bet you next time he wants that back. Maybe he was told he's got to hand it off with under a minute. Who knows? Come back to the double wing. Okay, nice patience. Good balance by Acker here to bounce this. Extra pressure outside. Find the gap outside or inside. Find the gap outside. Of course, we get a holding penalty. And we finish it off with one last inside zone. All right, so that'll do it for Georgia Southern. Fantastic second half. And again, it shows the potential of this offense when everyone on the field executes. It also shows when one or two people don't execute, it's a disaster. But that's the same thing with every offense. Okay? But what I like about what we're doing here is you can still see we have answers. When things aren't working, we have answers. It comes down to execution. In the past, where it seems like we were just pounding the ball into a brick wall and nothing was happening and nothing changed and still weren't getting success, that's where it got frustrating. Okay, again, here we're getting drives stopped by penalties, by tipped balls, okay, by missing blocks, whatever. That's not schematic. That's the athletes not making the plays. It doesn't matter what offense you're running. If the players don't make plays, you ain't going to gain anything. So, for the Category 1, Category 2 fans out there, and if you read my most recent Substack, you know what I'm talking about. When you're criticizing the offense, you're criticizing the air raid, you're criticizing Phil Longo, okay? Who's making the plays? Who is executing the plays? Is Phil Longo out there with a helmet on? No, it's the players. And sometimes the players have to make plays. Coach's job is to put them in the best position to make a play and to help the team. That's what they prepare for all week. That's what they get the players ready for, and that's what they do. At the end of the day, we're just standing there on the sideline, and it's those guys out there who have to do the work. And the players themselves would admit over the last couple weeks they have not been executing where they should be. And they're not making excuses for it. They need to execute. We're almost there. I can feel it. And I really hope that we get our breakout game here getting into the Big Ten play, because once we do, we're going to get cooking. But I see the potential. It's the coach in me. Okay, I'm always on the player's side. I can see where the scheme's going. Even defensively, I can see where the scheme is going. Maybe 6 turnovers in this game. Something must be working. I can see what they're trying to do, what they're dedicated to building in the program. It's just not there yet because the players aren't there yet. But we'll get there. And if we don't get there, we'll get new guys in to make sure we get there. But I'm happy to see us moving in a different direction, offensively, program wise, whatever you want to call it. And we're moving forward into the 21st century. That's the positive step we needed. That's the positive step we're going. 34-14 over Georgia Southern. I'll take it. All right, that's enough for today. We'll be back next week with Wisconsin at Purdue. Big Ten play starts Friday night. As a programming note here, night games on a Friday probably means I'm not going to be getting to break down the game until Monday or Tuesday next week. I have my own playoff game this weekend, so probably not going to have any time to get the breakdown done. Probably won't get any live commentary either, but hopefully get something up on Substack on Saturday. Maybe a couple little one shots on Saturday if I got time. But otherwise, we will see you next week with the breakdown of Wisconsin versus Purdue. See you then.